Hey everybody, welcome back to Fact versus Fiction. Allison Rochelle over here.
And Jenny Cox right here.
That's me. We're going to talk about the Culinary Down Payment Assistance Program today.
So, culinary, backbone of Las Vegas, right? The Culinary Union supports our service people in the casinos, restaurants. What special program can they use?
So there's this really cool down payment assistance program out there for our culinary borrowers. They will give you $20,000 up to $20,000 to go towards down payment and closing costs on a conventional loan, which is really, really cool. There is quite the process though to get approved for the culinary, but the first step would be coming in, doing an application. Okay. Some really cool key points on this particular program is there is not a credit score requirement attached to the culinary.
Oh, okay.
Now, you do have to qualify for whatever loan type we're going to put you in. So if it's FHA or conventional, you have to meet the minimum credit score requirement for that. But the culinary does not require a certain credit score on it.
So $20,000, it's a process, but what would most of us do for $20,000? How many hours do you work for $20,000? So if you have to go through a process, I'm guessing it's paperwork that you're talking about. What else, Jenny?
The culinary process is a little bit more detailed than that. You have to go to take a class in person. It's going to be an 8-hour class that you take for learning the details on buying a house, right? So you go take this at Nevada Partners. Once the class is taken, you're gonna work on your pre-approval. And then that's when I would send over all of your documents, your pre-approval documents to Nevada Partners. And you would make an appointment with them. You would schedule a one-on-one where they can sit down and make sure that you are working enough hours for the culinary to qualify for that particular program, to make sure that you meet the income limits for the program for the household. And then that's where a lot of the documentation comes into play. They want to see bank statements and paycheck stubs and things like that.
Which you have to show for any mortgage you're gonna get.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So the other requirements on this program are gonna be, you have to put down 1% of your own funds for a conventional loan. If it's an FHA loan, you have to put down the full 3.5% down, and then the culinary will give you up to $10,000 on that. The funds are 100%, all of them have to be paid back if you sell the property. Sometimes you can refinance the funds back onto subordinate the second back onto the loan if you need to, if you want to refinance in the future.
So that means that then you won't owe the funds when you sell the property.
So if you subordinate it, let's say they gave you $20,000 and you have to subordinate that $20,000, you will still have to pay that back if you ever sell. Okay, but if you refinance, you can refinance the second back on. But it's a silent second, right? So there's no interest that they pay on that loan. It can be used for portions of the down payment on conventional and the majority of the closing costs. I would say minimum, the buyer needs to have at least $3,000 to contribute for the transaction to use this program conventional, but it's amazing because you don't have a higher interest rate.
Right, because you have all that down payment. Yeah, that's awesome. And you know what just struck me, Jenny, is $3,000 is probably, if you're gonna rent, that's like first and last months and deposit. So you can literally buy a house for as much as you could rent it, is what you're saying. That's
Exactly.
Great information, Jenny.
So if you guys have any additional questions on the program, want some more details, feel free to reach out to us. We can help you out with that.
Yeah, and like, subscribe, please. We really appreciate it. And share this with anyone that you know that is in the Culinary Union, because they may not know or be aware of all the benefits.
Yay! Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you soon.